Listen carefully, citizen, because this isn't comfort. This is correction. Everyone thinks strength is forward motion, charging ahead, pushing through pain because they fear slowing down. They mistake exhaustion for effort, damage for discipline, and collapse for courage. They believe the only way to win is to move without stopping until they break. That isn't strength. That's panic in disguise. A judge doesn't panic. A judge doesn't run blind. A judge knows when to advance and when to withdraw. Retreat is not surrender. Retreat is strategy. Retreat is the space between battles where clarity is earned. In the quiet, after the smoke clears and the noise fades, you sit with yourself. The city may be burning. The world may be cracked. Your armor might be dented, scorched, torn open in places you didn't think could break. But you sit. You breathe. You assess. Inventory, we call it. You take stock of the damage, not to feel sorry for yourself, but to understand what remains functional and what needs rebuilding. You examine the hits you took, the mistakes you made, the moments you hesitated, the areas where your judgment faltered. Not with shame, but with precision. Then you go deeper. You analyze the mind. Because burnout is a silent criminal. It sneaks up. It infiltrates your focus. It dulls your edge. When fatigue takes the wheel, discipline dies. Sloppiness spreads. That's when accidents happen. That's when good people get hurt. That's when even a judge can fall. Burnout makes you sloppy. Sloppy gets you dead. This is why you take a knee. Why you retreat. Why you shut out the world long enough to let the body repair itself. A broken machine doesn't deliver justice. A wounded mind doesn't execute judgment. Even steel must cool before it can be reforged. Weak people grind themselves into dust for applause. They chase validation while their internal systems fail. They push harder because they're terrified of being seen resting, as if rest is weakness, as if recovery is cowardice. They sprint until their legs give out, their lungs collapse, their thoughts scatter like debris. The strong don't do that. The strong respect the cycle. They step back. They slow down. They breathe. They recover with purpose. They analyze with honesty. They admit what needs fixing. They reinforce their armor, sharpen their weapons, reset their systems, and rebuild their will. You, citizen, are not exempt from that law. No one is. You retreat not to escape, but to return. You pause not to quit, but to strike with greater precision. You rest not because you're weak, but because you intend to continue the mission. Every time I sit among the ruins, bleeding, bruised, armor cracked from another block war, I'm not defeated. I am resetting. I am recalibrating. I am preparing for the next verdict, because the city does not stop, and neither do I, and you must do the same. Let the body recover. Let the mind realign. Let the spirit refill its reserves. Step back. Take inventory. Restore what's damaged. Reinforce what's strong. And remove what holds you back. Then, when you rise, rise with purpose. Rise with clarity. Rise with discipline. Rise with law in your hands and judgment in your heart. Retreat. Recover. Inventory. Then resume the assault. Because strength isn't just in how hard you fight, but in how intelligently you return.